Alright guys, I'm going to do a quick video on what is probably going to be considered a controversial collectible, but it's something I've collected ever since I was a child, starting with this piece here that was gifted to me when I was about 9 years old. Well, let's see if we can see that very good. This is a hand-carved seal out of walrus tusk. Ivory from the Pacific Northwest. But that got me started collecting ivory. I know the rarity of it, and I know the significance of the animals that are being slaughtered for the trade. But this is all old ivory, and once it's been made, well, it's been made. There's nothing we can do about it then. So, on with the collection. This is my most recent piece. Picked this guy up off of eBay. Now, it's going to be really hard for you guys to see the actual grain in these because of my phone. Probably my second most recent piece. Love this little guy. He's really cute. And yeah, I really don't think you're going to be able to see the grain patterning. Now, let me try something. Let me put him down over here. Let's see. I'm going to try to use my magnifying glass over this lens. Well, you can start to see the grain. I've got a piece that's probably going to be better than that. This one is my biggest piece. My aunt actually had this on her fence outside on a wooden fence, so of course you see that giant crack. She would have had a golden flute, but somebody has of course taken the gold. And the little elephant. Now again, ivory can be very difficult to tell if it's real or not. And the best way for ivory is looking for, again, the grain. If you can see it, well, let's see if I can hold the phone in that and still turn. Sorry guys. Let's see if we can see the grain. Dang it, not quite. Okay, you get a lot of nice little rose carved pendants. And of course some nice brooches. And most of the time when you see these, people think they're faux ivory, you know, or celluloid, or what is that, a togonut. But a lot of these brooch pins that you see, and especially when they've got jade, unfortunately I'm missing one of my jade leaves on this one, but most of these that you see are going to be real ivory. Now, out of the two bangles I have, this one still has some of the gold wire wrapping in there. But this one, oh, I hope this method works, because this one you can really see the grain. Oh yeah, there you go. You start seeing that grain patterning, especially if you start seeing the cross hatching. That's how you definitely know you've got ivory and not something fake. Because you see how a lot of that looks like almost like wood grain. But you'll get places. That one doesn't show it very well. but you'll get places where they cross-hatch really nice. This little lone earring I have, it's got a really nice cross-hatch pattern if it'll show up. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's getting better. You can really see that cross-hatch pattern where the grain's coming from two different directions and making kind of like X's. Sorry, I can't get it much better than that. But now you can kind of see what I was talking about when you get that cross-hatching. Of course, here's a beautiful little piece, and it did have good grain. Well, I guess there you can see the grain on the back side of that some. But it's an easy way to identify ivory. Of course, this poor little elephant, she still has a ruby eye, but all the gold has been removed off of it. It's got a pretty good pattern on it too. There you can really see, yeah, you can really see the grain in that piece. Even with the glare, you can see that nice, beautiful grain. And you always got to look for grain to know that you've got real ivory. But I mean, oh yeah, this piece, one of my few necklaces, it shows the grain pattern really well. There you go, and you can see how they're coming from different directions and almost making like a curved X when they cross over each other. You see that it's 100% guaranteed authentic ivory. Unquestionably, that's what you're looking for the perfect pattern. And luckily this one still has the gold in it as well. But I do have, you know, 3 or 4 necklaces. Oh, I just recently got... sorry. This might be difficult. This case is kind of hard to open. Oops. Anyways, it was a full set. Unfortunately, this bracelet here, all the little roses have fallen off except for one, and one of them's actually missing. That's going to be hard to replace. But it does say, well, you can't see it, but it says genuine hand-carved ivory. You know, I've got different sets of earrings. This is another walrus tusk pendant from Alaska. This is a letter opener from Alaska. And if you turn it this direction, I believe it was, no, sorry, this direction, you can see that it's actually a totem pole. You can see the little faces on it. Some of my rings. Another little beautiful scrimshaw ship pendant. That should probably be on walrus. Some nice little brooches. This little bag was a recent eBay purchase. It's walrus ivory. About 4 sets of tie tacks and a couple of lapel pins. But again, at least the lapel pins are stamped genuine ivory. This is a nice piece, and it says JFK collection. I don't know if... Man, I'd love to find out if Jacqueline Kennedy actually wore something like this. But it's a huge ivory pendant, matching hard earrings, full ivory beaded necklace. But yeah, that's just one of the other things I collect is ivory, and I absolutely love it, even though it's very hard to acquire. you know, why let it go to waste? Why see it get burnt or torched? It's already, the deed's been done. Might as well appreciate it for what it is and its historical significance. Well, hope you liked the video.